Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Tell All. This is Driver Interviews with Bobby Fazio. I'm Bobby Fazio, and it is Tuesday, October the 3rd, 2023. Now, I think we're probably going to have a light crowd tonight because the Class Racer Revival 2.0 is still going on. I was watching it. I just finished work about, 20 minutes ago, shoved some dinner down, had the race on. I was hoping it was concluding so I could tell everybody who the winners are, but I don't think that's going to happen. They're still racing. I saw Pete Diagnolo was still in, and I missed the pair before him, and then I saw some dragsters rolling out. I saw that they were having some camera issues, which is kind of not the norm for Motor Mania. They're a very high-quality product. Sounds like Warren Evans is announcing, and I would like to be there racing, but I'm not. I'm here, and we're all here together. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Let's see who's out there. I see Darian Houston beat Walt today. I beat Walt Walker here this week. There he is. Am I going to do a Halloween show? You can dress up as a winner, scare the competition. I know. I definitely wasn't a winner this weekend, but it was fun. It was fun. Got the new car out this weekend, and it ran good, and people liked it. It was a hit, and I figured they would. It's a beautiful car, and I'm happy that I'm driving it right now. There he is, Walt Walker. How you doing, buddy? Happy Tuesday. Nick Ryder, he's listening. He's always listening. Does anybody know what that's from, by the way, when Nick Ryder says that? I'm listening every week because it is from a TV show. Greetings from Virginia, Brian Zenson. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Chip is in the house. Chip Minnick. I saw Ray and Chip this weekend. Tom Baker's present. Oh, my goodness. Tom, he's supposed to be working. Toby Phoebus, how you doing, buddy? How are you? Darian, right? Darian did he red lit because when I went live, his comment was already in there. You're right, Walt. Happy Tuesday. Whose car are we driving in Virginia? Well, Steve, that is actually my car now. That used to be Rusty Johnson's car. Rusty, the original founder of the Drag Insights app that we all know and love. Rusty actually showed me that app 11 years ago, 2012. He showed it to me because I was creating the ladder app at that time. Brad Smith was the main attraction, by the way, in Virginia. We'll get more on that later. I'm listening. Isn't that from Vanishing Point? I don't know what that's from. Nick Ryder told me a couple times. I know who says it, but I don't remember what it's from. And Tim Barrett, there he is. Tim Barrett kicked my butt this weekend. How you doing, Tim? Tim, those wheelies were a little disappointing. Why'd you have that thing toned down? I didn't like it. I was expecting to see you crank out a nice wheelie in front of me there, and I wasn't happy with it. Nor was I happy with your 0:11 reaction time, but that's racing. Okay, so I was in the middle of telling everybody where the car came from. So that was Rusty Johnson's car. He's the original founder of Drag Insights, and Rusty, unfortunately, passed away 3 years ago at the age of 50. 50. This is ridiculous. And he had a Fairlane and a Mustang, and Alicia, his longtime, partner, who is now the owner of Drag Insights. Now she's finishing the program, and I'm kind of like helping along the way here. And Alicia and I worked out a deal where I'll be driving the car now, and I left Rusty's name on there, I left his numbers on there, and I plan to do so for a while here, until I can get a proper, I'd say like a proper, tribute sticker or something on the car for him. So it is a great car. It is out of my element a little bit. It's a 390 car FE. Us Fazios have been known to run small blocks, 289s and 302s, but I am really enjoying it so far. I've never really gotten to, chase a lot of people. You all know the cars that I drive. I'm always looking over my shoulder, and this weekend, I chased 3 people, and it's a whole different world out there. So I'm looking forward to it. Some big things, next year. It should be fast enough for me to run super stock while I kind of get my stick car back on track. It's a good car to have. I can run stock or super stock with it, so I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, looking forward to it. All right, we got a couple more comments flashing in. There's Tim. Joe Collins, how you doing, Joe? Thanks for joining us. Pat, I know, another FE, right? Hope you got some spare parts for me. 8.8 under that car. Did have an 8.8 in it. Yep, the 9-inch was taken out. 8.8 put in. Good luck with the new car. Thank you, Pete, and I appreciate it. It is it's an honor. It's an honor. I can say that. So, you all know the website, right? Driverinterviews.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you could. We're just about to hit 3,600 subscribers, and I'm pretty proud of that. If you want shirts, stickers, hats, I'm actually out of hats because I gave out the last one, sold the last one, I should say, recently. So I need to stock up on hats again. Shirts, I have some shirts, and I will have some shirts in Dallas next week. I get into Dallas on Wednesday, and plan to be there until Sunday. So hit me up. Come find me. You will need to find me because you need to find Alicia and I for your Drag Insight stickers. All the stock and super stock racers, put the Drag Insights sticker on your car at Dallas. And if you go dead on zero, first car to do it in stock or super stock in a winning run gets the $100 prize. But you got to have a sticker on there. Okay. At Driver Interviews is my handle on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and hashtag the car show. You know what? I'm thinking about printing up a bunch of those hashtag the car shows and just handing them out to people, or whoever, everybody that purchases a shirt or a hat or whatever gets my little sticker and then can get a hashtag the car show sticker as well. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll put in a big order. I'll try to have some for Dallas. I don't know if they'll come in time. Anyways, I can't do the show without Lupe Tortilla. They really helped out this year. They stepped up. They said that they liked what I was doing, and I really appreciate that. Stan the Man Holt actually had a birthday recently, so happy late birthday to Stan Holt. Very generous individual. He and Sheila Holt, great people. Can't wait to see them in Dallas, Texas next week. But TexMex.com is the website for that wonderful Tex-Mex food chain. Check it out if you're in Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin areas. Check in, tag me, and I'd appreciate that. And I'm sure they would too. Draginsights.com, as you know, Alicia's company now. And check out your stats, check out your opponent's stats, contingency, premium members. Also, it was just added, the ladders, blank ladders. Punch in how many cars are in your category, and a ladder will get spit out, a blank ladder that you can fill in, print out, whatever you want to do. They are in the form of Excel spreadsheets. So check that out. Go to draginsights.com. It's under the tools and resources tab, and you'll see that. There's also an AHFS tracker in there, average tracker if you want. There are numerous tools in there. So I think you should check it out, right? If you're not on Drag Insights by now, I don't know what you're waiting for. Rob Youngblood, advancedclutches.com. Rob Youngblood, looking forward to putting that clutch in my super stock car for next season as soon as we get an engine put together. And get back out there. All right. Rob Youngblood can help you out. AdvancedClutches.com if you want to switch to the stick shift, or if you need help repairing a clutch that you have where you can't get customer service by your own clutch builder. Rob Youngblood can still help you out. He can fix and rebuild clutches that are a different make. Don Kennedy Race Car Insurance, who I need to call now that I just got this car. So Don, I need you to help me insure this Mustang. 602-284-6240 or 1DonKennedy@gmail.com. I'll be in touch probably tomorrow, Don. So, well, you know my phone number because I talk to you all the time. So I'll see you tomorrow, Don. Well, you'll hear from me tomorrow. But Don Kennedy can get you set up with race car insurance and classic car insurance, by the way. PontiacEngines.com, Bruce Fulper. Go to PontiacEngines.com. That's rock and roll engineering. Bruce Fulper, the founder, Mr. 428, founder of that 428 combo that you see in Superstock, GT Superstock, I might add. Got that rating down to a more reasonable area for people to actually be competitive in it. And he won class in 2004 with it as well. I think he beat PC Richards at Indy. So that was pretty cool. CP Carrillo Pistons, Rick Pennington, rpennington at cpcarrillo.com. CP Carrillo Pistons, the only pistons I've ever used in my 289s. And I look forward to keep using them. They are good, solid pieces. Beautiful pieces, too. Oh, God, when you knock them in the piston holes. Aren't they nice? Aren't they nice looking? Great company to work with. I'm based out of California. Tell them I sent you. Total Seal Piston Rings, Lake Speed. He's my boy over at Total Seal. Lake at TotalSeal.com. Knowledgeable individual. Keith Jones is very knowledgeable as well. Hit those guys up. Tell them Bobby Fazio sent you. These are the only rings that I've ever run in my cars as well. In my stocker Mustang 5.0 and my Super Stock 289s. And last but not least, Altronics. Inc.com. Altronicsinc.com is the website. Altronics makes weather stations and performance electronics. They are also a contingency sponsor. I love contingency sponsors. I have no problem putting stickers on my car for people that pay us money. If you don't pay or reward in some way, or if I don't really, really, really like you, I don't put the sticker on my car. That's just the way I am. I'm not a big sticker person, but if there's money to be made, I am a big sticker person. All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I got a couple comments to catch up on, and then we'll get to it. Phil's up 1-0. All right. Well, that's a wonderful thing. I forgot to register for playoff tickets, too, for the ability to buy playoff tickets at face value. Scott Catt from Michigan. How you doing, buddy? Super proud of Ken Mealy on his win with the Bon Giovanni crew. He's a character for sure. Yeah, he is a real New Jerseyan. I think he's from New York originally, and then he was in New Jersey for a really, really long time. Now he's in North Carolina. Now he's a Southern. Now he's a Southern guy. That was his first divisional event win, I read. So I was pretty surprised about that. I thought he had I think he's got more national event wins than divisional wins. Bill Kennedy, how you doing, buddy? Bill Kennedy got far in super stock, I believe, down in Virginia. He was down there. Steve Lochner's in the house. Steve Lochner, my pit crew, but he wasn't with me in Virginia. He was with me at the Nationals at Maple Grove. And he was down in Florida for an Eagles game recently. Don's in St. Louis, I believe, so you have to catch him between runs. Yeah, well, we'll try. All right, a couple announcements here. By the way, Mike and Paula Conton, I would say one of the royal couples in class racing, celebrating their 47-year wedding anniversary. How about that? Happy anniversary to Mike and Paula Cotton. I got to think they are in St. Louis right now, right? Racing there probably all week for the National, the Class Racer Revival today, and then the Double Divisional that starts there tomorrow. So if anybody sees Mike and Paula Cotton, wish them a happy anniversary. They are a match made in heaven for sure. The race at St. Louis, any updates? Let me know. Post them here. I would like to find out who's winning. We got some birthdays in the house. We got John McLaughlin, 4-Speed Johnny, and Nick Childs, who just raced with me in Virginia. Their birthdays were on September 27th. This is from the home calendar, I should say, in Drag Insights. Home calendar's got race schedules on it. It's got birthdays on it. Mark Sargenti, which was my car owner. He owns the silver Mustang, 65 Mustang, that I've been racing in Stock Eliminator all year. His birthday was on September 28th. Happy birthday, Mark. Thanks for everything you do for me. I really appreciate it. Phil Langford, the owner of Gold Rush Trailers. His birthday was October 1st. Phil was in Virginia racing this weekend with the Gold Rush car. Tyler Filippone, October 2nd. Tyler's the young kid, right? His father, Tony Filippone, I believe, had a stick shift Chevy 2 Nova up there in the New England area, Filippone family. So happy birthday to them. And then tomorrow is the Drag Insights founder's birthday. Alicia's birthday is tomorrow, October 4th. So happy early birthday to Alicia Anderson. Thank you for all you do for us class racers and Lucas Oil racers in general with your Drag Insights program. And thank you for letting me work with you. And thank you for helping me acquire basically one of my dream cars here that I am running in Stock Eliminator. So Alicia does a lot for me, and I really appreciate everything. Happy birthday, Alicia. All right, I forgot to mention on a sadder note, last week, I mean, this happened a couple weeks ago, but during the Keystone Nationals at Maple Grove, Russell Linke, we all know him as Bubba. This is Russell Jr., he was scheduled to run a heads-up semifinal against Joe Santangelo Sunday morning in front of the big crowd. And I saw him getting ready for it. I saw him drive his car onto the scale. He was probably trying to get it nice and light. He was trying to get it ready. And then I saw him pulling out of the parking lot. Sad news, terrible news, the news that you never want to hear. His sister had a stroke, I believe, or an aneurysm, and passed away. So that was very sad and unfortunate news. Everybody that knows Bubba Linke, I mean, he's quite a character. He's like just a funny human being to be around, and that was very sad news for him and his family. Want to keep Bubba and his father, Uncle Russ, is what we all call him, in our prayers. And Jeannie Linke, it would be her cousin. Everybody knows Jeannie Linke, and Doug Linke is Jeannie's father. that whole family, we want to keep them in our prayers. I forgot to mention this last week, and I felt horrible about it afterward, but very sad news in the Linky family. So say a couple prayers for them, please, if you will. She was only 46 years old and had 5 kids. So just a huge loss. I mean, for young kids to lose their mom, that is a tough one. So I'm really, I really feel bad for them. And like I said, we'll say a couple prayers for the Linky family. All right, so let's move it into St. Louis, where there was a national event this past weekend, which leads up to everything that's happening this weekend. How about Angie Smith? I heard she got in an accident on the motorcycle. Now, I am one of the few that have not seen the footage. I really don't know much about what happened other than she crashed and that she is healing right now. I think she broke a couple bones. I think she broke a foot. I think she might have broke both of them, actually. And but she was smiling in a picture recently, so she is on her way to recovery, on the road to recovery, I should say. So good news about that. In stock eliminator, so we'll get to some results here. Marion Stevenson qualified number 1 in factory stock D. He's got a 2015 Camaro, and he takes the number 1 spot a lot of races he goes to. So it's down as a factory stock D car, but I thought his 15 Camaro was always like a B stock automatic. So somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but he went 102.5 under the index, 957.5 on a 1060, getting that number 1 spot. Congrats, Marion Stevenson, the Corn Dog King. In the eliminator, Tyler Bohannon, so the gentleman who is actually hosting the Class Racer Revival today, got the win in the eliminator in his B stock automatic 2001 Corvette over Lynn Smith. Lynn Smith in an I stock automatic 1973 Buick Century. Walt Walker, what the hell kind of engine combination is in a 73 Buick Century? I'm pretty sure you would know that. I got to think it's some kind of low compression piece of metal, right? But Bohannon, man, 010 on the tree, dials 1041, runs 1041.5, throws up a 15 thou package in the final, man. Oh, good God. How are you going to contest with that? Lynn Smith, not bad, man. He dials 1141, exactly 1 second slower than Tyler. 035 on the tree, that's not bad. 1140 with a 5, breaks out by 5 thou. He was mathematically locked out. Tyler Bohannon's total package, when you add his reaction time and how far off the dial he was 15 thousandths. That means his total margin of error was 15 thousandths. Lynn Smith's reaction time was 35 thousandths. Lynn Smith's reaction time alone was worse than Tyler Bohannon's entire margin of error. That means you're mathematically locked out from winning that race. That can happen. So congratulations, Tyler Bohannon, on yet another national event victory for you. Lynn Smith, congrats on your runner-up in that really cool sounding car, I should say. Right. Phillies are up 3-0. Excellent. They're running top dragster right now. This is at the Class Racer Revival in St. Louis. Happy birthday, 4-Speed Johnny. Yes. Happy birthday, Johnny. Warren's late for the show. That's okay, Warren. We just got to the results now. Tony Filippone still runs the 66 Chevy 2 in super stock, and Tyler runs a Cutlass in stock. All right. So stock is coming up. Let me know, Brian, if you're still on the line here and you're watching that. Let us know what happens. Praying for Bubba's family. I know it's terrible news. Terrible news. Sold that car to J.R. Haddad. Who sold what car to J.R.? Marion changed cars to a Copa. Okay, so wow. So Marion's done with that Camaro. He sold it to J.R. and now he's got a Copa. Okay, I got it. Phillies are winning. Yes. All right, we got that. I can't believe I'm competing with Phillies and Class Racer Revival 2.0 right now, and we still have 67 people watching between Facebook and YouTube. That's about double what I thought was going to tune in tonight, so I better get back to it. All right, moving into Super Stock, St. Louis National Event. Aiden Patterson, this kid loves qualifying number 1 everywhere he goes. Factory Super Stock F, it's a 2014 Camaro. 1020 index, 910 with a 1 is what he qualified at. That's 109.9 under the index. I'm pretty sure that combo's, if it's the same one he's been running all year, it's got to have been triggered a couple times by now, and it's probably going to get averaged out. I might think that it's going to get hit with horsepower at the end of the year. But congrats, Aiden Patterson. Great kid. I love that kid. I saw him in Chicago. I've seen him a couple times. Really nice kid, and their cars are super clean. Patterson Elite. In the Eliminator, Brenda Grubbs. How about this? In her awesome 69 Camaro Super Stock B Automatic. She's got identical 69 Camaros in stock and Super Stock. She goes up against Jay Story in a 2022 Camaro Factory Super Stock D. It was Chevy all the way here, except for Lynn Smith's Buick, by the way. But Chevy pretty much ran the place. Brenda Grubbs 025 918.2 on a 919 dial in. So she broke out by 8 thou, but Jay Story 007 James bonded it in the final round 915.8 on a 916. He broke out by 2 thou. Brenda breaks out by 8 thou, and if you're new to this class racing thing, whoever breaks out by the least amount gets the win. So congratulations, Jay Story, on your win. I believe that was his first win at the national event level. So congratulations. That's pretty cool. And Brenda Grubbs, congratulations on your runner-up finish as well. Brenda Grubbs writes some good editorials in the National Dragster. She writes stories on some racers, and they're really interesting reads. I love them. How about these heads-up runs in Superstock? Jeff Dona had 2 of them in a row. He had one first round, he had one second round, and he got the chance to really show us all just how fast he is, man. That car can fly. It's a 98 Firebird Superstock H automatic. I knew that car was a good running car, and yeah, it ran about as well as I figured it could. So he went 109 under against Don O'Malley. Don O'Malley's got a 1964 Corvette. That's a really nice car, red Corvette. So Jeff Dona had to run Don O'Malley heads up first round, and he beats him by going 109 under. That's a second under, so that if you do that 2 times, that's a trigger. I don't know if it's been done any other time with that combo, but if it hadn't, it was definitely done in the second round of the Superstock eliminations, because Jeff Dona had to go up against Logan Belanger, whose father, Steve or Chuck? I think it's Steve, is a well-known engine builder. So they make some power. And Logan had a 96 Firebird. This is all Superstock H automatic, by the way. And Jeff Dona had to go 125 under to beat Logan. So there were 2 1-second under runs. That triggers a review for that combo. Walt Walker is here right now, and Walt could probably tell me what Jeff Dona is running. It's a 98 Firebird, and according to what I believe is 98 Firebirds can run either LT1s or LSs, so 350 cubic inch or the 346 cubic inch. And I think that Jeff Dona is running the 350 LT1. Let me know. Lynn Smith's 455 cubic inch Buick. All right. Thank you, Walt. I knew I could count on you for that one. And Brian Warner's there. It's an LT1. So it's a 350 cubic inch in the 98 Firebird. Well, how fast did Belanger go? He's running a 96 Firebird, so that's probably an LT1 also. Is that the same exact LT1? I would have to think it is. So I don't know. That combo could be in trouble this year, but maybe there are a lot of people that run it. Maybe the average has been kept down. I do not know for sure. That is where a Nitro Joe subscription would benefit you, okay? Because he tracks the averages. He gets the combos and puts the averages out there so you can see what's going on with everything and how many hits everything has. Tom Aioli, how you doing? Checking in from the West Coast. Excellent. All right. And Darian wants to know if Brian is out there racing. I don't know if he's talking to Brian Zenson or if he's talking to Brian Warner, but Brian Zenson or Brian Warner, are you guys in St. Louis right now? Let us know. All right, so Jeff Dona, way to show some performance there on those 2 heads-up runs. Jay Story, congrats on your win. And Tyler Bohannon, congrats on your win. All right, we're moving it into Virginia, Division 1. Okay, so let's see here. In the Eliminator for Virginia, Ken Mealy gets his first Lucas Oil divisional event win, which I was not aware of, going up against Steve Foley. So Ken Mealy's got a 2008 Cobra Jet Mustang Factory Stock AA. That thing is supercharged. That thing is super fast. And Steve Foley is in a Factory Stock D 2023 Camaro. That is owned by Darren Poole Adams. That is the, I forget which combo that is. It's not the 572, right? It's the, what's the other one? Is it a 427? I'm going to say it's a 427. I don't know if the 427 falls in Factory Stock D. But anyways, track rollout in Virginia. Very, very loose, if I may say so myself. And in Stock Eliminator, you really got to make some adjustments. In Super Stock, if you're leaving off a trans brake, you can shim that button up. You can raise launch RPM. I mean, you can do that in Stock also. You can do a lot more things in super stock to try and hone in on the tree. Stock was tough. And I saw Foley a bunch of times. We were talking about it. We were basically saying we're going to get through this race cutting 30 lights. We think whoever can cut 30 lights, on a regular basis has a good shot at winning. Well, Steve Foley's lights were 31, 35, 35, 35, 33, and then he was 45 in the final. So he was doing what he could just to be in the 30s. I was doing what I could just to be in the 30s. I'll tell you who had it figured out, Tim Barrett. That guy was teens and teens and teens until he was done beating me. Then he wasn't teens anymore. Tim, what was up with that? But anyways, congratulations, Ken Mealy. 0.35 on the tree, runs 8.49.3 on an 8.48. That car is flying. And then Steve Foley was 0.45 on the tree and ran a 9.82.8 on a 9.80. So he was over by 28 thousandths, whereas Ken Mealy was over by 13 thousandths, and Ken had him on the tree. So Ken gets the win there. Congratulations, Ken Mealy. Super stock. Brian Warner, who's in the house right now. 1990 Camaro. It's a 90 IROC Z GTJ automatic. Going up against Carl Martel in an 87 Camaro GTH automatic. I have no idea which combos either of the drivers are running. I wish NHRA would put that on the qualifying sheet. That would make it much more interesting to know what people are running. But anyways, Brian Warner also James Bonded that shit in, I shouldn't be cursing. Sorry. In the final round there, 986 dial, runs a 987.0 on a 986, so he's over by 10 thou, 7 thou on the reaction time, puts a 17 thou package total up. Carl Martel is 0.33 on the tree, and right then and there, he's mathematically locked out from winning the race. Dialed a 955, ran a 954.0, so he broke out by 10 thou and still got to the finish line behind Brian Warner. So that's how this game works, right? Congratulations, Brian Warner. I believe that is his 12th divisional event win. And he finished second in Division 1 last year and pretty high up in the national points as well. I guess that would put him up in the points here in Division 1. We'll go over the divisional points at the end of every episode like we always do. All right. Moving into Kearney, Nebraska. This was a Midwest Class Racers Association. These results are compliments of Brian Zenson. Thank you, Brian, for always giving me these results. Oh, wait, before we get to those results, damn it, Steve, I was going to say 376. Thank you for correcting me. So Steve Foley's Factory Stock D 2023 Camaro is a 376 combination. Yo Ken, right? I'm going to try and find Brian Warner in DC this weekend. Clutch win for my guy, Brian Warner. Brian's at home. He's celebrating that win, right? Brian Zenson's in Virginia for military training. All right, Brian. Thank you for your service, pal. Appreciate that. All right. So stock quarterfinals are coming up. Brian said that's Class Racer Revival. Brian's running an L98 combo. Thank you for that information. Brian, is Carl Martel running that too? Do you know? Brian Zenson, Matt Daddis into the finals. He has a bye. Okay, so he took out Cooter Hidalgo for a bye into the finals. That's a tough one. Wow. How about that? And Allison Dahl over Brett Candies. All right, so Allison and Matt going to the final, or what's the deal? Let us know. Allie just won, and we'll have a heads up in the semi. Oh, man. All right, so what's Allison running? A stock automatic. And Matt Morris over Ted Romero. So Allison Dahl and Matt Morris semifinal. And I thought I don't know what Matt Morris is driving. Last time I saw him, he was driving his father's GTO, right? TC Morris is Matt Morris's father, and it's GTO. So I'm not sure. Caller runs a 400. Thank you, Brian Warner. All right, so there's a lot going on there. I'll try and get through this so you guys can watch the final rounds. But Midwest Class Racers results out of Kearney, Nebraska. Saturday was a national open. Number one qualifier was Sam Ruland in a B-stock automatic car. I don't know what make, model, or year. The winner was Sean Vincent in a super stock F modified. And runner-up was Sam. Oh, Sam qualified number one, and he made it to the final round. So Sam was runner-up as well. Sounds like it was a combo race. And then the semifinals was Jameis Jurgens. Unfortunately, Sunday rained out with 10 cars remaining, so they probably split the purse. And if I know a Midwest Class Racer purse, a split at 10 cars is probably better than a national open at 2 cars. So Congratulations to the 10 that remained and got paid. Congratulations, Sam Ruland, on your number 1 qualifying position and runner-up finish. And Sean Vincent, congratulations on your win. All right, so those were all the results. Let's see. I just want to talk about a couple things from Virginia. As you know, I already said I had my new car there. It was great, wonderful time. There were a handful of spectators there, believe it or not, on Saturday. The weather was good. It was cloudy and scary looking for the most part, but no rain. No rain really affected anything. It was nice. It was great weather if you wanted to go fast, let me tell you. Brad Smith was there in the Heinz Brothers Camaro. Now, if you haven't seen this car, I did an interview on this a couple months ago, back in June. So you want to check this car out. Super stock B stick shift 427 69 Camaro. This thing, phew, there was so many. Everybody that was there had their camera out when this car came up to the starting line. Brad dumped the clutch on that thing. It carried the front end for about 300 feet through the gears until it came down. That was Q1. All right. When round 1 of eliminations came about, now Brad got there on Saturday morning. He didn't get to make, he didn't get to make Q1 and Q2. He got Q3, which was his first qualifying session. Saturday morning, he got 1 run. Saturday afternoon, he had to go into eliminations. And, man, when he dumped the clutch in that car, it went straight up, out. He hit second. It came down. He hit third. It went back up again and did another wheelie. And then it came down again, and it hit the oil pan, I think. It scraped the bell housing because I looked under it. He was pitted next to me. And I hope there's not too much damage to it. That car is a thing of beauty, and it was literally the main attraction. Virginia could have just gave him a couple bucks to make a few more passes. I think the crowd might have stayed a little longer. But he has been invited to take the car to PRI and put it in the lobby there, so that's pretty cool also. So if you are at PRI, you can see that car up close and personal, and I highly recommend that you do. So thanks, Brad, for getting that car out there. A tribute to the Heinz brothers, Mike, and I can't remember the other brother's name. I should know that, but somebody on here. I know Darian knows. But, yeah, really cool car in super stock, and you'll see it at PRI if you go there. All right, let's go over some points real quick. Okay, stock nationally, top 5. We've got Kyle Rizzoli, Jeff Strickland, Tyler Bohannon, Steve Foley making a move. Not finishing number 4, but in number 4 right now. And Tom Kane is number 5. So let me actually tell you the points right now. So Kyle Rizzoli's got 666 points gross, right? He's run 3 nationals and 6 divisionals. He still has a couple races to claim and improve on if he wants. Jeff Strickland, 611 points, 5 nationals, 5 divisionals. Tyler Bohannon, 590 points, 4 nationals, 6 divisionals. Steve Foley, 581 points, 5 nationals, 7 divisionals. And Tom Kane, 570 points, 3 nationals, 8 divisionals. Tom Kane can't run any more divisionals for points. He can go try and win money if he wants, but they won't count toward any points. Nationals, they take your best 3 of your first 6 nationals, okay? And then your divisionals, they take your best 5 of your first 8. After you run 8 divisionals, you can't get any more points. After you run 6 nationals, you can't get any more points. That's how it works for anybody that's new to this. All right, super stock, top 5. Brian Warner has moved into number 1. 6 nationals, 8 divisionals. Brian can't get any more points. Tyler Kahili's number 2 at 612 points. 4 nationals, 5 divisionals. Wyatt Wagner, 603. 4 nationals, 6 divisionals. Monty Bogan Jr., 592. 5 nationals, 7 divisionals. And Kevin Helms, 572. 5 nationals and 6 divisionals. Steve Heinz. All right, thank you for that. Steve Heinz. Thank you, Brad. And Sean Vincent is a super stock F modified in a 274 cubic inch combo. Oh, that thing must be a screamer. Thank you for that, Walt Walker. Who were the top qualifiers in Virginia? Oh, did I forget to give them a shout out? I don't know. It's gone now, Brian. You're going to have to let me know because once I say it, I delete it and I keep moving down the list. My bad. Fazio messes up every now and then. All right, factory stocks. Aaron Stanfield, Stephen Bell, Mark Powick, Lenny Lodig, and Jesse Alexander. Did you guys see how fast Mark Powick went? I heard so he got his first win in factory stock. However, I think it's going to come at a cost. I believe that he's going to get, I guess, penalized. NHRA is going to hit the Dodgers with some weight now, and Going to send them from what, a 3.5-inch pulley, supercharger pulley, to like a 3 3/4 inch. I read that somewhere today. When I went to find it again, I couldn't find it anywhere. So I don't know where I read it. It's not on NHRAracer.com. So if anybody knows where to find that, let me know, because I would really appreciate that. I don't know. Do you think it's a hasty decision to, like, I know he's going fast. He's going fast. He's Barton power. But is it a hasty decision to penalize the Dodges like that just because, he outmuscled everybody in in one race? Let me know what you think. All right. Back to, real quick, we're going to run back to Virginia right now. Number one qualifiers, since I forgot. I had to find it and pull it back up. Ann Toes, how could I forget this? I was there when she did it. Ann Toes in the O stock automatic 69 Camaro convertible 350 2-barrel engines. That's a 350 250 horse combination. 110 under the index. 12046 on a 1315. Awesome job, Ann Toes. That was great. And she made it to third or fourth round. I mean, she won first round. She got a bye in the second round, and definitely made it in the third round. I can't remember how far she got after that. Super stock was Ronnie Huntsberry, GTH automatic 2006 Cobalt, 952.6 on a 1050 index, so 974 under the index in the 06 Cobalt GTH automatic. Not sure what combo that is, but I'm sure somebody listening right now does know. All right. We got more updates. Pete Diagnolo into the semifinals, gets the win over Ron Richards. So we'll see how that goes. And went 116 under. That wasn't the final qualifying. What was that? Was that Friday qualifying? All right, so that was the wrong one. Someone find me Saturday qualifying. Let's see. Can I just find it right now? I'll find it. Where is it? Nope, I can't find it. Somebody else got to find it. And let me know. In the meantime, Division 1 stock eliminator, number one in the points is Johnny Gray. Super stock, number one in the points is Brian Warner. Division 2, Jeff Longany's number one. He was there this weekend in Virginia. And super stock, Kevin Helms. Division 3, Tyler Bohannon's number one in stock by 1 point over Aaron Allison. Super stocks, Tyler Kahili. Division 4, Parker DeVore is in the stock lead right now, and Jeff Heffler in Division 4 in super stock. 1 point lead over Harvey Emmons. Tom Kane's got the lead in Division 5 stock. Wyatt Wagner's got the lead in super stock. Division 6 is Brad Burton in stock, Jackie Alley in super stock, and Division 7 is Kyle Rizzoli in stock and Brad Burton super stock. So Brad Burton's running stock out of Division 6 and super stock out of Division 7. Wow, I didn't realize that until 8 seconds ago. How did I not even realize that? Well, there it is. No wonder. Thank you, Dave Lay. So I'll put together better notes next time. But I think do you see them on Drag Race Central? Because that's where I just hurry up and browse right now, because I didn't feel like going back to my other site. I didn't feel like going to Drag Insights and looking it up. So, all right. Final qualifying wasn't posted there. Warner's number one and number two. How fast did you have to go to do that? Did you hit a trigger? Do I have to pull this up right now? I don't want to pull it up right now. No one feels like wait for me to find that. Ann was 116 under. So she went 114 under on Friday and then 116 under on Saturday. So she had the number one spot on Friday, and then she added to it on Saturday. That's a convincing run. All right, what else do we need to cover? I think that's it. All right, so we'll see who wins the Class Racer Revival 2.0 right now. Everybody's probably going to tune into that. That's where I'm going as soon as I get off of here. This weekend, we have the St. Louis double divisional. It starts tomorrow. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is a double divisional. Car counts should be pretty high. There's also a Division 7 double in Bakersfield, California. So looking forward to that as well, because I want to see what happens with those Division 7 points. Let's see. Any national events coming up? Not this weekend, right? This weekend is just divisionals. Next weekend is the Dallas National. And is there anything else I'm missing on my calendar here? I don't think so. But if I am, let me know. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for me today. I'm going to go watch the finals, and you are also, hurry up and post this up. Byron was 105 under, and you were 103 under. Why'd you let him qualify ahead of you, man? Do you guys flip a coin and see who's going to do that? I think you probably, he should give you, like, I don't know, a 6-pack or something for that. All-Stars at Dallas. So Walt Walker, who's in the house right now. Walt, where you at? You still here? Yeah, I think he is. So Walt Walker and I are going to do a preview for Jegs All-Stars. And we're doing that on Friday, right? Byron is older, so I guess he gets it, right? He is older by a couple minutes. I'm pretty sure they told me that before. Walt Walker, we're going to do our Jegs All-Stars preview this Friday. Time to be determined, right? Walt, what time are we thinking? Let's ballpark it right now. What are we thinking? Walt's 1 hour behind me. He's on what, Central Time, and I'm on East Coast time. So, what do you think, Walt? 8 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock your time. We'll post it. You guys will see it well in advance. So make sure you tune in. If anybody wants to call in, we can get a couple All-Stars that want to call in and talk for a few minutes. I'm all for it, and it'll be a fun episode. It's going to be cool because I've been doing these myself all this time. And finally, I'm going to have like Walt to bounce some stuff off of, and whoever else wants to call in, we can have some discussion. It'll be like a Friday night happy hour. I might even have a beer here with me. So 7 or 8 Central. All right. So I'm thinking 7 Central, 8 Eastern time. What do you guys all want to do? Let us know. Comment and give us some times that work for all of you. All right, guys, I'm going to go. We'll see you this weekend. Good luck, everybody that's heading out this weekend. St. Louis, Bakersfield, and let's see who wins this Class Racer 2.0. That's where I'm going right now. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a good week.